They don't usually do this because, like you said, Raw has been putting out, shouldn't say Raw, WWE has been putting out a piece of crap.
For a couple of years. Straight.
And although their build-up for WrestleMania really isn't that good, that's the only thing that's lacking right now is the build-up. The characters and the wrestlers are getting a lot better. And I think one of the things that they're doing is they're drowning out some of the old-timers. Let's put it that way. They're refreshing things and putting some new wrestlers out there. Like one of the things I particularly like is John Cena is getting his ass kicked every time he's in the ring now. So he's no longer the pretty boy. So I enjoy that a lot.
So he's actually doing a little passing of the proverbial torch.
Oh, he not only did he pass it, but one would say he dropped down to the B category of wrestlers.
So he's not quite jobbing, but he's on his way.
He's wrestling for the United States title, which is a mid-carder's belt. I mean, that's going down. I mean, you're no longer... no one cares. They don't care that he's, John Cena. Even the crowd doesn't care. And I think they're starting to pick up on this. I hope they are.
Well, kind of like Hulk Hogan, when he finally faded, as a babyface anyway.
Right.
But the question is... do we give John Cena respect for helping put over the young guys? Or do we just ha-ha because Vince McMahon's mad at you?
Both. I'll take them both.
Think it's both at the same time?
It's a lot of the both. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from John Cena's in-ring skill ability because he's there and I'm here. The old saying, if my in-ring skills were a lot better, I probably wouldn't be here in the Garden Hill Insane Asylum.
No, insane clowns are not supposed to have good in-ring skills. All they have to do is learn how to use edged weapons.
Yeah, tell that to ICP. They're the same way. Could not wrestle. They went through 3 federations. Horrible. Went out and started their own. Don't recommend watching that. Now, we're coming back, and I'm talking about great movies. I gave you a little hint for, wrestling's not that bad. So if you're an old fan, turn back into it. It's not bad. TNA is a lost cause. Don't bother with that.
That's dead on arrival.
That's just, it's already down. I mean, Ring of Honor's up higher than they are. And there's
I'll tell you, Ring of Honor, in my opinion, is up a lot higher than they are. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Ring of Honor is a good wrestling product.
And it's sad, but a lot of the wrestlers will drop out of TNA, and you see them pop up on Ring of Honor. So they're taking a pay cut to go down to a lower federation.
Well, yeah, because they don't feel like working for Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. I mean, Hogan's out of the picture.
Hogan's
he is. No longer with TNA. He hasn't been for a while. I don't know about Bischoff. I don't know if he's back scenes. I don't know. Mike, Elias, you're a bigger TNA fan than I am. You're listening. Put up there if he's still up there.
Well, because my impression always was that because of the crappiness of the TNA product, I was always under the impression that it felt like and it smelled like an Eric Bischoff thing.
It probably is.
I mean, just it had the same garbage about it that, the old WCW did.
Oh.
So.
And speaking about garbage, and we go into this, recently the Insane Asylum had its Netflix canceled due to payments. Cheap doctors wouldn't pay for it. And the funny thing is, we had the lower priced package there that you got when you started off with. And it almost felt like they were giving us like the crappy movies. Because when we redid our contract, which it went up a couple bucks, which kind of sucked. But when we redid the contract, all of a sudden we had better movies up there that weren't on there the day before that was canceled.
Interesting.
Makes me think.
Interesting. Well, I'll tell you that. Maybe there's something to that because I know the girlfriend has Netflix. And I don't know. I mean, to me, it's not worth it. I mean, the crap movies that are on there. So maybe there, I don't know. Maybe I'll suggest that to her. Maybe there is different levels of Netflix.
Or did they recycle it and I just didn't see it when they shut it off? Did they take stuff down? I don't know. That's a possibility. They do upgrade it every Tuesday, but that last Tuesday I saw it was nothing but crap up there.
Well, there is the strong possibility that Netflix just sucks more than all these other movie services.
It could. I mean, it takes you, 3 months to get a movie on there that came out 2 months ago? So it's not that great. However, this movie that I caught wasn't bad. And I was flipping through and I saw new releases, and it's called Animal.
Okay.
And I don't know what the creature is. I don't know maybe someone out there watching. My wife hinted around that it might have been a Native American spirit of the woods. What do they call those? Wendigos.
The Windwalker, though. Yeah.
She thought it was that. And I looked at it, tried to see if it was a werewolf or not. It had no features of either one of those. But the thing that got me was that made this really cool is this movie was practical. There was very little CGI inside of this.
I like it already.
And I sat back and said, this is awesome. I mean, this monster looks pretty cool, and it's something new. Why didn't this make it into the theaters? And
maybe it didn't have enough CGI in it.
That's probably what it is. But the gore factor, I would definitely give this thing a 9 out of 10. It was pretty destructively gory. I mean, it wasn't throw-up gory like him crapping his pants, which, by the way, happy birthday to the man who just shit his new diaper. Yeah, our producer over here is birthday here, and he's enlightened to crap himself every now and then. But no, it was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. And then there was another one, Hansel versus Gretel.
Sounds like WWE.
I'm sitting back saying, another Hansel Gretel movie? Like, isn't this like the fourth or fifth one up here?
Right.
And then I see the keywords versus. So right away I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, why not? It's up here. What am I going to lose? 2 hours of my life? I'm in an insane asylum. I have no place to go. And that's some dude with a chainsaw getting ready to come in here. So we put it on, and we see the first 5 seconds. The words Asylum Production comes up. Now, you know right away, if your fans listen to this, that Asylum is hit or miss with their movies. It's kind of like brain damage. It wasn't bad until the end. I'm like, it had me going pretty cool.
I hate when that happens.
Witches being cannibals, going around chewing up people, and one witch eating other witches, and it was awesome. And then, lo and behold, a happy ending.
I hate when an ending, and it's like the last 5 minutes of a movie destroys the whole hour and a half that went before it.
And it did. And I was going to recommend that to everybody to watch it, but don't. I mean, you can, and then stop it for the last 5 minutes so it doesn't ruin your thought patterns of the movie.
Well, the problem with a happy ending is usually in horror movies, the happy ending isn't justified, if you see what I mean. In other words, like, I don't mind if a movie goes along and I don't mind an occasional happy ending as long as it makes sense. But what I hate is when, the movie sets up a situation where there's no way in hell that, these people would survive or this or that would happen. And then they just stick on an ending where they do it. It's just, no.
The only thing worse than a happy ending in a movie, which happy endings at a massage parlor are great, but happy endings at the end of the movie, the only thing worse than that is a dream sequence. That was the biggest lack of, I don't know what to do to finish this movie. It's going to be a dream sequence.
Especially when it either starts or finishes with one.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. This gentleman that we're about to play right now knows no happy endings, and he also believes in giving you nightmares in your dream sequences and has some new material that came out in January, and I've been ignoring it because his last album wasn't that great. The next one's not that bad. So we're going to go down. We're going to listen to some Marilyn Manson, one of his new songs, Deep Six, here on Chuckles Crypt, Rhode Island Free Radio.org.
Yeah. it down. Your mouth flows of wax, and your heart's turning lead. Do you like a bear? Do you like a bear? Yeah. Your mouth flows of wax, and your heart's turning lead. Do you like a bear? Do you like a bear? King sex, 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 sweet day. King sex, 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 sweet day. You wanna know what Zeus said? The narcissist, you better watch yourself. Wanna know what Zeus said? The narcissist, you better watch yourself. You better watch yourself. Better watch yourself. Love is evil, heart is confidence, heroes are sore, citizens here. Love is evil, God is confidence, heroes are sore, citizens here. Love is evil, God is confidence, heroes are sore, citizens here. Love is evil, God is confidence, heroes are sore, citizens here. Citizens narcissist, you better watch yourself. You wanna know what Zeus said to narcissist? You better watch yourself.
A new song from Marilyn Manson came out in December. I know we're a little late playing it, but like I said, I really didn't care for his album before this. It wasn't really Manson, and this newer album, The Pale Emperor, he's gotten back to his old roots. I've had the pleasure of seeing this guy a couple times, and he is an outstanding performer, and he's very intelligent at getting the crowd behind him or against him. But as we would say in the entertainment world, there's no such thing as bad publicity. So whatever he's doing, he's succeeding in, very much so. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're coming back, and we were talking about movies beforehand, but we haven't forgot that this is Masters of the Universe Part 2, and I'm not forgetting you guys, trust me. And we just started touching on the comic book series that IDW, IBW, I don't remember, did beforehand, which wasn't really that great. And then we went into how DC has kind of reinvented the wheel with these guys and reinvented the wheel real well. And the only reason I got into this, because I'll tell you this, as a fan of the series, I thought that there was no hope for this. You know, I had the figures set up in my garage collecting, as they would call it, daddy long legs, eggs all over them and everything. And I wasn't dusting them off or anything. They were there. And I was still a fan of it, but I wasn't actively seeking collector memorabilia of it anymore. I thought it had lived its time. And lo and behold, this thing's called Free Comic Day. I love these things. If you haven't been to a Free Comic Day and you're a comic nerd, what's wrong with you? And if you're a comic book shop that does not support Free Comic Day, again, what's wrong with you? Yeah, that is money that you won't believe that you're going to pull in at that.
Well, actually, for some of our listeners who don't know what this is, I mean, it's pretty much straightforward, but some of our listeners may not believe that.
Yeah, there's a Free Comic Day in May. I can't remember the date offhand. Next show I'll tell you guys, because they're going to be at one at the Rubber Chicken. And they give away free books. DC, Marvel,
literally,
all sorts. Yeah.
Literally.
And they give you, most places are one book to customers. Some places are take what you want, just don't be greedy about it. But also they set out these huge boxes, and some of these guys know that you're coming down and they'll take their back storage and they'll